99.5 WCME, the Buzz. Jim Blightcamp is wet and getting wetter as we speak.
8:30 a.m. and Jim Blightcamp is moving things along on Brunswick's WCME AM 900.
Other school action.
It's mostly a one-person operation and has been since 2012 when Blightcamp left a job with the Wall Street Journal's radio news in New York, bought Brunswick's defunct WCME, and put it back on the air.
Most fun I ever had in radio was starting out at the local level.
Blightcamp plays music, continuously updates local news, as well as having live guests. This morning, the head of a local animal shelter dropped by, as did a visiting reporter who Blightcamp turned the tables on and coaxed into a quick impromptu interview.
So it caught my eye that you bought this radio station. Why do you think ultimately it's important that there be still local independent media outlets?
People need to be in touch, have an awareness of their surroundings. I think the survival of democracy depends on a reasonably well-informed community.
WCME's studio is located in Brunswick's most famous building. The Cabot Mill is the site of former Fort Andros. For 150 years, starting in the early 1800s, the building hummed as a busy textile mill. Shuttered for decades, redevelopers began bringing it back in the 1990s. Today, only the original brick exterior and sturdy wooden floors inside recall the mill history. Dining tables with river views sit where looms once straddled the floor, dominating an entire first floor, 16,000 square feet of, well, what else in a historic building? Antiques.
There's 100 antique dealers here.
Have you ever taken inventory and had a sense of how many distinct separate objects there are in here?
Oh God, no.
Clocks, books, not to mention a classic typewriter I'm still kicking myself for not grabbing.
You can't forget that you're in an old mill, right?
Absolutely not.
So, Deborah, big hatch in the floor.
This would have been where the raw cotton came up after it was baled, and it came up through the floor here for them to turn into, for it to be spun.
Outside, just a bit upriver on the Androscoggin, another surviving relic of the mill past here, still in use.
It's also unbelievably popular, and it's been unbelievably popular since it was built in 1892.
Local historian Candace Keynes gives walking tours on the fabled Le Petit Pont, the little bridge that spans the river between the towns of Topsham and Brunswick, which carried mill workers to their jobs.
This was their commute.
But for a little bridge, a big-time bridge builder was hired, John A. Roebling Sons Company, which had recently completed the Brooklyn Bridge. The little bridge has weathered time, cables are all original, though try as we might, my tour guide and I couldn't seem to get the swinging bridge, as it's popularly called, to, well, swing.
I don't know, between us, I don't think we have enough heft.
We rounded out a rainy day with a final helping of local history. For 65 years, Naval Air Station Brunswick played a unique and vital role in U.S. security. Because of its position on the ocean, its planes and radar became the military's eyes and ears on the North Atlantic, particularly in patrolling and tracking potentially hostile submarines. Decommissioned in 2011, the base's former chapel today is a museum.
This museum has preserved the heritage of maritime patrol aviation. Unlike a lot of bases, people felt a real camaraderie with the town. We don't want people to lose that sense of what used to be here.
The iconic P-3 Orion 4-engine turboprop was by far the most famous of what used to be here.
A propeller looks a lot bigger when you are standing next to it.
Absolutely. Regulation P-3 propeller.
Visitors can even see what it was like to sit in an actual cockpit of a P-3.
Well, this is a bit of a thrill.
The instruments are original, so hands-on show and tell is limited.
This would make it rise, right?
Yes, towards you it rises.
Visitors can get more of a feel of flying here with the actual flight simulator, though I was fascinated by the authentic vintage P-3 cockpit.
Now, John, I do have a very important question.
Yes.
Where are the cup holders?
All in all, a pretty neat nod to both local and national history and all the work of volunteers.
So it's a labor of love.
It is a labor of love, yeah, absolutely, yep.
That's very nice. And the Brunswick Naval Aviation Museum is running a capital campaign to improve its facility.
And to continue to honor the history of service to our nation, of course, if you're interested in learning more about that Wheels Up campaign, information is available, of course, on our website.